Hi, everybody. Our goal in this short video is going to be to take a look at Rudyard Kipling's famous poem, If. This poem has been associated by an eminent scholar and others with the Bhagavad Gita. And so, in a way, this video pairs with the other one recently published on the Bhagavad Gita. Let's take a look at Rudyard Kipling's poem, If. This is a beautiful poem, and I think that there are many other videos probably on YouTube about it. But I want to offer a reading of it and make some comments. So I hope you find it edifying. Our author here is Rudyard Kipling, the dates being 1865 to 1936. He's the author of many beloved works, of course, and was also an ardent supporter of British imperialism, something that is noteworthy, perhaps especially in view of debates taking place in our culture today. I would highlight, though, as my reason for offering this comment on Kipling's poem, the following passage from the scholar Arvind Sharma of McGill University in his introduction to the Bhagavad Gita in the volume entitled Four Testaments. It's a very fine introduction, and I had the opportunity to work not with, but in the same building as Professor Sharma at some point in the past. So, Professor Sharma, if you are watching, I remember your presence fondly, sir. I have regularly recited, Sharma writes in his introduction, Rudyard Kipling's famous poem, If, in my classes, in order to convey to students the message of the Bhagavad Gita with poetic brevity in English. Had Kipling read the Bhagavad Gita during his sojourn in India? Is it odd that the imperialist Kipling may have drawn as much inspiration from the Bhagavad Gita as the nationalist Mohandas Gandhi did? Perhaps not. After all, the Gita also inspired Gandhi's assassin as much as it inspired Gandhi himself. So we see something here expressed about the range of potential application of the worldview, if you like, unfolded in the Gita. Let's see how Kipling himself develops that in Sharma's view and my own in the context of this poem. So Rudyard Kipling's If. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build 'em up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but not too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Capital M there for man. Let's take a look at this poem just very briefly. Some comments that I would offer that come to my mind. A moral of the story here: be steady and secure in yourself. Keep your head. Trust yourself. Here we have an expression of the Gita's call to focus on our deeper self, our soul, our Atman, our Purusha, right? The knower of the field, the one who stands above the hurly-burly of history. Don't just react, returning lies and hatred in kind, but break those cycles. When people lie about you, when people hate you, the fully natural temptation is to return that in kind, to lie about them, to hate them. We see where these cycles take us. Think and dream, but don't let dreams and mere ideas be your master. Like Arjuna, the protagonist of the Bhagavad Gita, do your duty. Act without attachment to the fruits of your action. So yes, think and dream, but don't get lost in thoughts and dreams. Don't be Hegel's beautiful soul, if you like. Triumph and disaster are here characterized as imposters. Avoid being attached to either. In the grand scheme of things, to hazard a cliche, triumph and disaster with respect to your individual self is neither here nor there. It is merely relative impression that you have from your individual, separate, if you like, point of view. To be attached to neither is the way forward, let's put it so. Two more here. Carry on when your words are twisted by others and the things that you've worked for fall apart. This is maybe not being attached to disaster. Yes, there are disasters that happen. Keep going. Carry on. I guess that's a Britishism now. Make one heap of all your winnings, quote unquote, and risk everything, lose everything, start again, fail better. I think that's Samuel Beckett, right? Don't grasp onto those winnings, hold them Scrooge-like, right? And defend them from all comers and cease the striving that enabled you perhaps to acquire those so-called winnings in the first place. Avoid being swayed by your company, whether of kings or of what he calls here the crowd. No other person can harm you. If you're with kings or if you're with anyone, be your own person. Don't conform who you are simply to others. And a couple final ones here. Make the most of every opportunity for action in a measured way and for the long haul. I really like this line. It stands out to me. Fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. You got a tough minute coming up. You got a presentation. You got a hard conversation to happen. Don't just let that minute pass. Yes, it's unforgiving. You'd prefer not to have to deal with it. But fill it up with 60 seconds, not of a frantic sprint, but of a distance run. And then the conclusion: yours is the earth. You'll be a man, my son. Nothing in nature and no other person can own you, control you. You will achieve what human beings are fitted to achieve if you follow this path, the path of the Gita, I hazard, with Professor Sharma, the path of non-attachment to the fruit of your actions. You will attain freedom of thought and action. You will attain what this tradition calls liberation. Such I take to be the message of Kipling's poem. Thank you very much for your attention, and I would recommend to you our discussion of the Gita on this channel if you're interested in learning more about this path. Thank you.